Hi again, guys. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. I've been trying to come up with different things to do instead of just product reviews or vlogs or whatever. So today is actually going to be something that is a tag. No one tagged me. It was just on another YouTuber's video that I saw and I thought it was really interesting. And it's 30 questions to get to know me better. So I figured you guys should probably know who you're watching. All you know is my first name, which is Erin. So we'll get right into the first part, but I just want to mention to everyone, this is a tag, so anyone who wants to do this or reply back to me, you're more than welcome to. Okay, first question, what is your name given at birth? It was Erin. My middle name's Elizabeth, and I'm not telling you my last because that's a little bit too much information, a little too personal, but it is an Irish name, so I will just let you know that. That was my name on my birth certificate, but I actually asked my mom about it. And when I was born in the 80s, you were originally supposed to be putting a name as soon as you left the hospital for the government, and then you filed for a birth certificate. So actually my name when I was leaving the hospital was Erin Nicole. I'm not dissing any of the Nicoles out there by any means. I just don't think that it suits me very well. I do not think that I look like an Erin Nicole, but no one really uses their middle name anyways, I guess, right? So why were you given that name? I was told it was short and sweet, and they wanted something that was a little Irish, so Erin it is. If you had to change your first name right now, what would you choose? I honestly wouldn't change my first name. I quite like Erin. I mean, I've grown up with it all my life and I'm used to it, so I'm not too sure that I would change it. Obviously, by my channel name, I do like Rosemary, but I don't know if I would change my name to that, personally. There was an actor on a British gardening show, I know, strange, and her name was Rosemary, and I quite like it, and I think it's just always kind of stuck with me, but I don't know if I would change my name to that, per se. Anywho, what is your hometown or town of birth? Edmonton, Canada, and I'm not getting any more specific than that. But yeah, I was born here. I now reside here, but I didn't always. So that answers the next question, which is where do you currently live? I like the city. It's not the cleanest and not the nicest in terms of crime or anything like that, but I think that this is a great city. So what do you do? I work as a receptionist in a place that manufactures herbal medicines in the city, and it's actually a really interesting job. I might be currently finding another one though to kind of do more admin work, more office work, maybe even going to a little bit of accounting now that I have that as a little bit of a background. So we'll see, but right now it's interesting enough. I like the fact that I'm still doing what I studied in school, which was holistic medicine. So yeah, interesting. Okay, let me just check how we are for time. Okay, we're good. Have you loved someone so much it made you cry? Well, of course I have. I think everyone's cried about somebody that they loved. But I've never, like, it's not about, a significant other or a fiance or husband or anything. Mine's just, family and friends. If you're not getting along or you're having arguments or something like that, you go home and cry about it for a little bit. Of course, that's happened with everyone. What is your hair color? Mine is pretty close to what I have now. I did actually dye it a few weeks ago or a week ago, just kind of as a more strawberry blonde color. And I quite like it, and when it grows out it's a lot easier to handle. So this is more closer to my natural hair color than the really blonde that was in the videos a little while ago. So of all the school books you were made to read, what was your favorite? I actually don't really remember tons of them. I remember all the Shakespeare ones that we did, but I don't remember the other actual novels and things that we were meant to read. The only one that I do remember and that kind of stuck with me was The Crucible, and that was it was a book about the Salem witch trials, and I think what stuck to me was that it was all based on real life events, and so some of the things were really horrific, and just the fact that an entire town could go against a person that grew up there their whole lives, and I think it was just the mass hysteria that caused a huge number of people to be basically tried and convicted and killed or murdered. So that was it was just really interesting for me at the time in high school because you live in this little bubble and you don't really like to think of things like that happening. So when there's a book that was based on real events in history, it's kind of different to think about. So, are you a cat or a dog person? Personally, I'm actually both. I really love animals to begin with, any type of animal to be honest, except for spiders. I cannot stand spiders, like the tarantulas in pet shops. No thanks. I do have a cat, obviously. Tux has run around in these videos many a time, so you guys have seen him. But yeah, I did have a dog as a kid, so I'm not really picky or particular. So yeah, have you ever had a pet that was not a cat or a dog, and what was it? I've had a newt, I've had a frog, I had rabbits, I had hamsters. What else have I had? Fish, I had fish too. I've had tons of different pets, and I've always been more attached to cats, I guess, but when we had, like, maybe cats or dogs, when I had my dog, I was really attached to him too. So, yeah, I love all types of animals, really. So, okay. What is your favorite food and drink? The drink is easy. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm completely obsessed with tea. Hot, cold, whatever, it doesn't matter. When I was moving, I had an entire box dedicated to all my teas, and right now I have an entire cupboard. So, it's pretty standard that I'll get every Christmas a big, huge set of tea or something like that. I don't know. I love it. Coffee is not that far away, though. I'm actually liking coffee a lot more, but I know tea is better for you, so, well, it is for me at least. Favorite food? That's really tough because I love to eat. I could eat 24/7. I'm gonna say a pretzel, like the really soft pretzels that you can get. There's a place in America called, or the US, whatever, called Auntie Annie's, and I love it. There's also a Wetzel's pretzels, but Auntie Annie's is my, like, favorite pretzels. They're just so good. So yeah, I don't really like the little crunchy ones too much. It's the big, soft, salty ones that get me, and unfortunately we have nowhere in Canada that, like, sells handmade ones anymore, so that's sad. We used to have one called Pretzel Time, but it's not here anymore. Do you play a musical instrument? No. I've wanted to, but I have absolutely no musical talent whatsoever. I've done lessons for violin and I've done the recorder in school, but I cannot play music worth anything. I've tried, but I just end up quitting. I get so sick of it. Oh, and I played the guitar at one point too, but that was a no-go. Sorry, I'm just checking time here. One more question and then I'll have to go on to part 2, I guess. Do you believe in extraterrestrial or life on other planets? Of course I do. Yeah, I'm big into ghosts and things like that. So extraterrestrials and aliens, not that far off. I mean, if we're here, what's to say that there's not another alien me on another planet doing a video for an alien YouTube, right? So I don't know. I just believe in it. Okay, well, get to the next video then.